Hello everybody, my name is MechRek and welcome to the first ever episode of MechTalk. So, this is a brand new series for the brand new year in which I will be bringing you guys weekly news updates on basically anything that has to do with gaming. In this series, I will be covering some news flashes where we get some big news from Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo or Minecraft or anything you could possibly imagine, where I will receive that news and I will make an episode as quickly as possible. And I will also be doing videos like I am doing today, which is called a discussion video, where I will simply be talking about something that is recently happened in gaming or is going to be happening in gaming. So, without further ado, welcome to the first ever episode of MechTalk, where I am going to be talking about the Nintendo NX. So, when it comes to the Nintendo NX, we basically have two sources of information. We have Nintendo themselves and the things that Nintendo is constantly copywriting and trademarking. Now, the main topic of today's video is going to be something that Nintendo recently trademarked. Now, this is very interesting. Nintendo actually recently trademarked the design for a console that does not have an optical disc drive, which basically, for those of you who don't know, means this console is 100% digital only. When it comes to digital only, lots of people have lots of different opinions, but no one can really deny that digital media has become much bigger in the past several years. Stores like Blockbuster and other video rental stores have gone completely extinct. They're 100% obsolete. In fact, the only physical DVD or video rental store that I have seen in the past several years is nothing but Redbox, and even those have started to get somewhat run down by programs such as Netflix and Hulu, Amazon, all that stuff. And I personally have seen it coming for gaming for quite a long time now, and also I think the companies such as Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo have seen it coming for gaming for quite a long time now as well. If you look at the eShop or the Xbox Live Store or the PSN Store, you know, lots of these stores have very good deals. They have really good, like 90% off game deals that you will not find at GameStop. You will not find at Walmart. And I think these huge sales are some small steps that these companies are taking into trying to get people more comfortable with the idea of digital-only gaming. Now, what I'm really trying to say here is I think that Nintendo overall will probably be the first big major step in digital-only gaming, simply because I think that the Nintendo NX will in fact be a digital-only console. I mean, it really does make sense, and I do think that all the other companies, PlayStation and Xbox, they have also been planning on doing a digital-only console themselves, and I think that they will, in the end, follow in Nintendo's footsteps if the NX is in fact a disc-free, digital-only console. Now, when it comes to digital only, I mean, I have several different opinions. First off, I feel like digital media, digital games, have always been slightly less safe than, say, physical media. Now, this may not be exactly true, and I can guarantee you that if something does, in fact, go digital only, that the security will be amped up quite a bit. But I've always just sort of felt like, you know, when you have a game on your account, you have tons of games on your account. When you have hundreds of dollars invested into an account such as Steam or Xbox or whatever, I feel like, you know, it's a lot easier for hackers and overall thieves to get their hands on those games on your account, and, you know, before you know it, in one night you lose all of your games and all of the money that you put into your account. Now, even though this is incredibly unlikely and does not happen that often, I do feel like games are slightly less safe when they're digital only, because, I mean, even though people can steal, like, I guess, I don't know, some, like, files from a physical game, I feel like they can't always get to it as easily as they can a game that is digitally on an account. Now, maybe this is 100% junk and it's not true whatsoever, but it's just sort of how I've felt for quite a while. Not to mention, just talking really personally here, I've always liked the feel of a physical copy of a game in your hands, just like I've sort of liked the physical feeling of a book in your hands. It's really nice to come home from the store with a physical thing, a physical game case, a physical disc that you can, hold on to and put on your collection shelf. I've always thought that was really nice, and obviously, if we go digital only, that's not going to happen. One other thing I thought I'd bring up is, think about collector's editions. Think about something like the Pip-Boy edition. No matter what they do, they cannot put a real-life physical Pip-Boy into a digital version of Fallout 4. That's just not going to happen, obviously, because, real world. But it just gets you thinking, what are they going to do with collector's editions and limited editions of games if they do go digital only? I would absolutely hate to see collector's editions and limited edition physical things of games go completely extinct because, occasionally I will invest into something that's a bit extra than just the normal game, a bit more. Eventually, I like to invest into a steelbook case version or into something like the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy edition, and I would absolutely hate to see those things go 100% extinct and just leave the face of the earth if we go all digital. And I don't personally think that they will, but it's just another concern that I do have with digital-only gaming. Now, after all of this that we've been through, guys, in the end, we don't even really know if the Nintendo NX will be digital only or not. I just thought that this was a suspicious little case of that would possibly be leading into the digital-only era. And if the Nintendo NX is in fact digital-only and does not support discs, I do believe that the Nintendo NX will be the first major step into digital-only and that all the other companies will in fact follow in Nintendo's footsteps. However, as I said before, we don't know if it'll be digital-only or not, and we will never know until Nintendo either just reveals some more information or until the freaking console comes out itself. I've also had lots of people ask me if I think the Nintendo console will come out this year, and if not, when do I think it'll come out? I think it will probably come out next year. However, you never know. Nintendo might be able to surprise us and launch it at the end of the year. I'm not sure. But until then, guys, peace out. Thank you guys so much for watching this first episode of Mech Talk. Be sure to drop a like and leave a comment, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.